What is gang stalking? I'll give you another version of events. I've talked about this in several different ways over the years, but here's another way to see it or think about it. When a person or whatever, a being has, or a group of beings, has like a obsessive energetic connection with you, it's basically it. They start hovering, acting like predators, stuff like that. You know, eye changes happen, they're just acting more evil. And if you notice what's going on, like, you know, there's so many, I don't know how many, but there's a lot of us around the world who have noticed the exact same thing, the exact same phenomena that I'm describing. And if you look at their eyes, you'll see how obsessed they are, you'll see how they're hovering around you if you can't look in their eyes. But if you manage to look in their eyes, you'll see some funny, fucked up shit, I'll tell you what. Man, I have seen, you know, the reptilian slits come over people's eyes for real. Not an edited video, but I've seen that up close, man. Like, you know, you can't miss it when it happens in front of you, 20 centimeters in front of your face. So people who are like, oh, why don't I get to see the giant reptiles? Well, it's because the first thing I said, remember, about archons, it's the same thing. You walk straight and narrow down illusionary lines, so you don't get to that level. You don't have a mental spirit light body, because if you did, you would be able to see these beings come through, these spiritless humans who are like you. That's why you don't think it's happening, because the people that it occurs to in front of people like me with a spirit mental light body are different. We're different to you guys, and you're all the same. You're exactly the same. You just do the same thing. It's like you guys want to do nothing but work. Work. I'm not lazy. I do a lot of work. But it's like you guys are bots, like robots, and you feel different and everything. There's so many differences. There are external differences, in my opinion, too. Even though I don't like to push that theory, because it's a spiritual thing, right? Gang stalking is spiritual. So I don't want to really start pushing the physical aspects of it too hard. But when you get really adept at this, you can see physical aspects, similarities too. But yeah, mainly it's just an unnatural sort of like predatory mental stalking. And sometimes when you look in these people's eyes, you see weird stuff. I've seen the black eyes, it's not just their pupil, their whole fucking eyes go black. I think that's the demiurge, that's what we're saying that it is. And I see slits and stuff. So basically gang stalking's what it sounds like. It'll usually be multiple others, and it seems because we're supreme. And if we weren't, why would there need to be such an orchestration against us? Right? So I'm sure by now that we are supreme beings compared to most people. And I couldn't give a shit what they think about that. Let them not employ me and fucking think their stupid think, because they're not going anywhere. We're going somewhere with these ideas because at least they're something. They're an idea. They've got no idea, so they're not going anywhere. You see, and these are the type of people who just reincarnate here, think that this is life. This is death. You're dying from moment one when you're screaming out of the womb. Your horrible screaming entrance into this matrix should give you some fucking clue. And then you're dying for the rest of the time here. Yeah, good one. And you're going to call it life. Anyway, so I think it is a gang stalking simulation, and it's not made by an advanced civilization. It's made by these entities. Fallen angels, watchers, right? All these types of things. Something like that. The demiurge, right? There's several different connotations on that, but it's basically, you can summarize it as this place is created by the entities to suck spiritual energy. That's why they won't leave me alone. And I'm pushed. And I'm supported just enough to write my books, but so that I know I'm, punished at the same time. It's very interesting. These things, they know your parameters, right? These higher up beings, they know exactly, they can push you just that little bit more and you won't kill yourself, It's crazy. And then you've gone through a round of like energetic vampirism, and then suddenly you get some rewards, like game rewards, depending how you did too. Right? It's fucking ridiculously obvious. And people are out there, not considering simulation theory, not considering game theory, and it's just a theory to them. Right? These are no theories to me. Yes, it's a theory, but what I'm saying is not a speculation. This is how reality is for sure. And I think anybody who sees that is ahead, not behind. And all these people who are behind, all they're doing is walking into their death. They're all walking themselves into all these cars, all these people in all these cars in front of us right now. It's like, I feel like I'm Sarah Connor. They're already dead, man. And I'm not just talking about spiritually, they're already dead. What I mean is temporally, physically, almost everybody you see is going to be dying. This society is not going to last much longer. They're never going to put us in control to fix the shit. The visionaries, who should obviously be, if you have vision, you should be in control at the top, not being oppressed, right? The whole world is upside down because organic portals think they can lead. And clearly, I mean, you must be a fucking moron if you can't see they can't lead. Clearly they cannot lead. That's not the type of beings that they are. So I don't know. Maybe the apocalypse ends, how it ends in nature. Maybe it ends in the visionaries taking their rightful place up the top. The shaman should usually be the chief of the tribe. They're not always, but it's pretty common. But the point is, it's because he's a visionary as well. It's not just like he makes some good decisions, right? These people, they don't make good decisions, man. They think they're in the finance sector and all this, and they got more money than me, so that means they make better decisions. That's not correct. You're just supported by a whole other bunch of circus bozos who are just like you, who only follow rules. It's like that's all you can do, follow rules. You couldn't do it if there wasn't rules. And then these same rules are just oppressing, mass innovation and progression. Anyway, I don't want to tangent too much, but the whole society is gang stalking. Putting people in prison doesn't heal them. You know what I mean? This is not, like, the whole place is a gang stalking fucking society. And you can keep leveling it up all the way to the universal level. There's a big being called God or something like that, an AI, a darkness entity, right? Seems to be way more powerful than you are. See what I'm saying? And it's always present, omnipresent. He's always there listening, always watching. Sounds like stalking. So I mean, people just are not thinking about this like at all. They just dismiss it, and dismissal is for idiots, right? So I'm within my right to call most people idiots, because you're just running around like rats. It's not called the rat race for no reason. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you have $2 million house. It's like a drop in the water to the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and the 13 families which rule the world. You know what I mean? They don't care about your fucking millions. They start to give a little bit of a shit when you get to the billions, like we see Xi Jinping, or whatever his name is, the Chinese guy, right? Who took out that Alibaba dude because he was getting too rich. But still, that's nothing. He just wanted a bit of money. He just wanted a bit more. He said, oh, look, that's where we can get some more energy from. It was probably about oppression too, but anyway, long story short, gang stalking is just what it sounds like. Multiple beings and then stalking. And it's evil. It's this is not something that's like good. You know what I mean?